Yo, this Los Almighty checking in. Uh, I felt compelled today to talk about shoes and signs because I had a little situation that happened a little earlier today. Um, I went to the truck stop to. It was probably around noon. I was getting my day started. I wanted to, I needed to get some fuel. Wanted to get something to eat. Uh, little snacks. Get some water. Use the bathroom. Freshen up. Before I hit the road and got my day started. Now it's a Wendy's. It's a Wendy's in the truck stop, right? So when I go through it's a little doorway gonna lead to the Wendy's. As soon as I step through the little door, I look to my left, and man, when I tell you, I seen baddest, the baddest little Latin chick I done seen in a minute. I ain't gonna say ever, but I done seen in a minute. She was probably about maybe somewhere between, I don't know, 5'2", 5'4", little short little thing, flat little stomach, you know what I'm saying? She had on, tight shirt, tight pants, gang ass, natural ass, you know what I'm saying? That God given booty, right? Um, she was the manager in there because when I came in there and I turned to my left, she was talking to one of the employees or whatever, and I could tell from her uniform and how she was instructing her, she was the big dog. But when I turned to my left, I look at her, she looked at me, both smiles and shit. But it was like on my end, it was a little. I wasn't even ready, dog. It was a little shock. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to stay ready, so that's bad on my part. Or what I wasn't even ready though. Like I'm at the truck stop, man. And at these truck stops, you don't never see no fine shits. Usually you see big burly ass truckers, hairy chest ass, fat motherfuckers and shit like that. But and if you do see a broad at the truck stop, it usually ain't nothing that you hollered at. So I wasn't even ready. So that was on me. Like I said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready because I was supposed to go in right then and right there. But then again, she was, talking to her coworker, and when it comes to hollering, you don't want to holler when somebody handling business, like doing stuff like that, or being in the gym or working out. I mean, you can holler in the gym, but don't do it, what I'm saying, when they busy. Anywho, so like I said, it's lunchtime. So being that it's lunchtime, it was super busy in there, super packed in there. And behind the counter is super busy. Everybody running around a chicken like the head cut off. She went back behind the counter and started instructing, the workers on whatever it is they need to be working on. And she hopping from spot to spot to spot because, like I said, she's the supervisor. Um, so eventually, I'm waiting in line, get up to the desk. The lady that was just at the desk, like, went somewhere else or whatever, like right when I got there. And then the other lady, Miss Berta, she comes up to the desk, and that's another thing. The Latin chick, Berta, she's a she's an older woman. She had at least been, I'm gonna assume she was probably early 40s. She got to look like she got a little season to her, little, you know what I'm saying, wisdom to her, but it don't matter. She still was fine. I know, on the red pill basis, you only talk to girls that are 18, 21. Man, fuck all that. Yeah, I get it. Because trust and believe, I holler at a younger woman too. I usually holler at a younger woman. But Berta was fine. Fine, nigga. Okay? So, so she gets to the gets up to the counter, starts taking my order, and how's your day? And da 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 da. And I'm like, yo, my day's fine. How how's your day going, Berta? And then she looked down at her name tag because obviously I looked at her name tag, said her name. She smiled and blushed or whatever. And then she asked me what our name was, and so we actually having a conversation at this point, just small talk, uh, going back and forth at the desk, whatever, talking about nothing really. But she kind of tell out a trucker because I mean, obviously we're at a truck stop, and truckers usually have a certain look to them. You know what I'm saying? I had my headset on my head, anyway. But so she takes my order or whatever. My dumb ass don't close the deal at the time. Like I said, I wasn't even ready, dog. I don't be in the mode even thinking about hollering at nobody when I'm on the road or whatever. Because usually I'd be out somewhere yonder where I ain't never gonna see her. But she does stay close to my house, about a half hour away. So Bird is gonna get hollered at eventually. But like I said, I didn't holler then. Just kind of got my order and went on about my business, waiting for my order. But when I was waiting for it, even then, every time she walked by, she would look, smile. It'd be up in just a second, would say something. And it was kind of like, at that point again, I was like, all right, dog, maybe I do need to close this deal. Reason that I didn't, like I said before, is because it was just so busy in there. And I didn't want to make it all awkward at that point. I mean, if I was going to close the deal, I probably should have closed the deal when, let me hit this line for a second. I probably should have closed the deal when I was at that counter. Anyway, the crying over spilled milk. But I only brought up that story today to kind of talk about shoes and signs, man, because shoes and signs are so essential when you hollering at a woman, when you trying to cold approach, you trying to spit that game, man. Because shoes and signs will make it so easy, yo. Instead of you like, well, let me put this out here first, okay? If you don't have no game and you're not used to hollering at women, then yes, you should be cold approaching everything that you think look good, just so that you can get used to talking to women. However, choosing signs take priority over everything else because that's gonna make it easy. I mean, half of the work is done. She showed interest in you, right? So, I just want to put that out there. That when choosing sides are presented, when a girl gives you that glance, not just if she look at you. I mean, if she look at you multiple times, you know what I'm saying? Look at you, look away, and look at you again, smile at you, whatever, whatnot, dog. Boom, dog. She telling you, dog, because 9 out of 10 women ain't gonna approach you, dog. So it's up to you. And when a woman is interested in, when a woman is interested in you, she's going to do now she's not gonna do the work for you, but she's gonna make it easier for you. She's going to assist you in getting that number and getting them cheeks. So you always want to look out for choosing sign. It is the easiest way to spit that game and be successful. Get that shooting percentage up there, with Steph Curry's, you know what I'm saying? Because when you just cold approaching random chicks, I don't care if you the finest, the fine niggas, or whatever, if you got clout, money, whatever, whatnot, if you, well, let me take that back with clout, because, like, yeah, nigga, Chris Brown probably could just holler at every girl and get 100% shooting percentage, but for the regular man, the regular everyday working man, dog, I don't care how good you look, if you got money, if you got game, whatever, you're gonna uh you're gonna fail way more than you succeed. I would say at best, a nigga with game that look, say if you 6'4", 6 pack, got money in the bank, even that dude probably shoot it at 30-40%. Maybe I might be giving him too much credit. So that's why you want to look at choosing signs. You don't want to be out there wasting your time hollering at every broad, because you gonna end up hating women. You gonna be like, man, you gonna end up hating women like a lot of these other red pill manosphere dudes. You gonna be like, oh, these stuck up broads and mad, when it's just like, holler at women that show interest in you. It's gonna make it that much easier. Um, that's all I really had today. Short little message. Choosing signs is gonna make the game that much easier for you. Out of 9 out of 10 of the chicks I've ever hit in my life, trust me, choosing signs is probably involved. Nah, not 9 out of 10, maybe about 6 out of 10. Because I got enough game to get some chicks that ain't even looking in my direction either. Don't get it twisted. My game is tight, but you know that's what you want to be looking for when you out and about, you on the prowl, and you trying to spit that game. Look, you know what I'm saying? Look for those that's looking at you. Like the women that like you, and look for them choosing signs. Nothing more really to add to that. If you like the video, got any value from that, please like, comment, subscribe. Again, this is Los Almighty out here trying to do that Lord's work. All right, man, I'll be back shortly.